So basically, I'm gonna need you all to stand around, alright?
How is the morale amongst all your disciples recently, Commander? Prometheus and Typhon present imposing threats that may shake even the greatest resolve.
Yeah, they're fine. Just look at them, brave as you're gonna get. No matter what catastrophe should come to pass, it's just another night to us here.
We're trying to prevent catastrophe, not let it become the norm. Well, please let me know if anything changes. We need you all at your best.
Hear that, you slackers? Better bring your best or else.
Please make yourself at home. The tooth. Visions of darkness. I see what needs to be done. Ugh, that's cold. More. She's back.
We goddesses always get swept up in these family affairs through no fault of our own. I had no prior qualm with Kronos, yet here I am now, well at war with him.
Risky to unseal a different path. Come. The water spouts. Hear me, on my authority. I'm soaked. Better. At last, a worthy opponent. Terrifying.
So that's the stuff of dusk, is it? Discura, that's her name. Forged who only knows how deep within the earth under the watchful eye of night. Something like that.
fountain chamber. Olympus, I accept this message. The Forge of the Heavens. I've blood to spare.
I once created a similar arrangement with a different spawn of Hades. He was an interesting subject. The interval since last we met grows ever longer now. Do you know his status? Respond.
You mean my brother Zagreus? Kronos took him, along with my parents and their closest associates. They're in the lowest reaches of the underworld, where I'm headed now.
I see. Time appears to be the source of many problems recently. As for your brother, I found him to be quite amusing. How interesting that offspring can be so dissimilar.
Something's changed in me.
Hello?
Skilla, I've noticed your song, I Am Gonna Claw, may be inspired by true events. Is trying to drown me not sufficiently entertaining that I must also be the subject of your ridicule?
Oh, how can you be so egotistical even? I had that song worked out since way before you showed up. Any and all similarity is entirely coincidence.
Come on, insulting my hair and attire, making claims that I'm obsessed with you. But if I'm not the subject of the song, who was, pray tell?
No need to get personal, lady. If I go sharing every detail of my private life with every deranged fan who barges in here, then it wouldn't be a private life, would it? And go.
Chaos curse. Experiment complete? Return to Shadow now.
I did not necessarily expect that you would pass this trial.
Cheers, Chaos.
Oh, dang.
Full bloom.
Hear me, shades of the dead, and listen well.
Hail, Broker.
Is needed now to join our fight
Fair trade.
upon Olympus and in depths of hell.
Within these crossroads, you are safe with us. Yet we would ask your service to our cause. Your will is yours, your choice is given thus. Together, let us rise above our flaws. So mote it be.
The wards about this place are back at strength.
Again. Here already.
We have been through this before, and she'll do it again.
Acceptable. The god of war.
I have to say I was reluctant to participate in these affairs at first. A war must run its course. I often set the wheels in motion, yes, but then observe impartially. This one, however, has become a bit of an exception.
All right. Lord Zeus! Salutations.
Salutations.
I call upon the moon and draw you down.
My ride across the sky tends to be quite a solitary one. I have my steeds to speak to, yes, but it is not the same as when I have the opportunity to speak with you. Look forth.
Some coins. scent of blood. More sappers.
At last.
Blood and darkness. Do it! Can't right now. Lady Demeter! My Chaos Boon just changed.
I have arrived. I do believe this was a veritable blessing in disguise. It could have just as soon been any other member of the clan, so you are very fortunate indeed.
Here's our prey. My forces almost stopped you, but they didn't quite succeed. Yet even now, you're outnumbered against Aitos and me.
The prospect of exacting vengeance on your troublesome eagle, if not you yourself, helps keep me going. Shall we commence?
Yes. I mustn't keep you waiting. For I know who shall have their vengeance here, and I'm eager for you to find out. Now, Aitos.
wasn't used.
Ugh. Trial incomplete.
Oh, something's up.
Some wheat.
Isn't it?
I'll just clean this up. I've need of that. Wisdom of the ages. So that's it. This is beyond my grasp. Ready for more. Strength and wisdom of my predecessors.
Goddess.
Should keep me company. Come, Tula. I'm in the mood for... the pin. By my birthright. For the realm. By will of night. For the realm. This I vow. My path is set. This is my path.
My moonbeams are as innumerable as the stars, and you possess but one. But it is one I chose especially for you, and shall ensure that our connection remains strong. Please make your choice. Excellently done.
I can use this.
And now Prometheus are back to haunt us, all because we've failed to get rid of them back when we had a chance. Who next, I wonder? You witches rarely need to come up with a means to dispense with immortals for good.
Our bond renewed. You again. Hephaestus.
No telling how many cousins I got, but you're another, eh? You're getting special treatment only because me mum and dad, they asked me real nice. Don't mind the extra work.
I grow strong. Some nightshade seeds.
No, what is that? An amphibian. Do get it out of here, my friend. Please help me get it out.
Steady yourself, Arachne. This is Phrynos. Phrynos is a friend. A familiar friend of mine, in fact. He means you no harm at all. Your stash of flies, however, that we may need to safeguard.
Oh, that is a relief. Well then, Phrynos, if indeed you are a friend, then you are welcome here. And if you'd like a bite to eat, then you are more than welcome to that too. Found it!
Got to make way for more. The Shadow Spiller's back. Wretch.
By the moon, you're breathtaking this eve. The moon herself did have something to do with it, did she not? I can tell. Your secret.
Yes. Something else.
Multiple targets sighted. Hey! Nice. You saw we're up against Prometheus. His whole thing is how he knows what's going to take place. Makes him quite an elusive one, I guess.
The Titan of Foresight, fighting for the Titan of Time. Perhaps merely against the gods who punished him. He may have his reasons, but he's in my way.
I know precisely what you mean. Though if he truly knows the future, wouldn't he choose the winning side? Careful with him, sister. My mark be with you. Watch your step.
No, you don't. Be again at peace. Appreciate the help.
Observe nearby.
Coin for Charon. Come, you thieves. Now then. Here we go. And caught. This is a soul belly.
Is there a water denizen she cannot catch?
I can do this.
Sure enough. You spoke the oath of the unseen and would enact Night's testament this eve. I sensed the growing fear. How much of it is yours?
A healthy fear, no more, no less, headmistress. I'm honored that you granted me the right to take the oath. Assuming it was your doing, rather than Commander Skelemia's.
Best not to speculate too much. 'Twas your own doing most of all. Then face me on this terror-stricken eve. You have made certain vows and shall experience the consequence. Crossed flames burn. Return to me, sisters. Is enough. You've earned these spoils. May they strengthen your craft.
Cinder.
You. Refreshing, isn't
Maybe I
it?
should switch. An even trade.
The self-made queen of the gods bestowing you her boon? Is there not some mortal wedding she ought to officiate?
As planned. Hold still.
Our gateway is opened.
Sting away. You called? Can't hide from me. It's over. I caught a Marty.
A show of certain skill. When I created life, I had my doubts. Would it invite more problems than it solved? I would be curious to see. Thus my experiment continues to unfold. Its outcome, yet uncertain.
Almighty chaos, with your experiment so vast in scope, what can one individual achieve? The quandary you mentioned when first we met. What would you have me do?
Spawn of Hades, I ought to clarify I do not care for idle talk. Ask me no questions. Respond only when prompted, or when necessary in the absolute. But above all, do as you will.
What's all this?
Hey, tell me something. Is Echo really not okay? I thought about the things you said. How she was all alone down in the fields. How could I hurt someone without even trying, you know?
Narcissus, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm impressed you've given any thought to someone else. As for Echo, she seems to be getting by. Is there something you'd like to say to her should I cross paths with her again?
Sure, go ahead and tell her that I hope she finds someone who loves her like I love me. But don't tell her I said it. She'd just get the wrong idea and her heart would break. Again. Best wishes.
Thanks. Some seeds. This place again. Lotus. I'll slay you all. Chaos, right. What did I say? Go show that shade the way. Why, thank you. They got through.
What are you doing in those brackish depths, Flower? Even Poseidon has turned his back on what lurks in that corner of the sea. Does such a path truly lead deeper into hell?
I accept this gift. Could unseal one of the other paths. Vaporized. Chaos curse of mine is finally gone.
Observe.
This one, please.
You have a real understanding with that boatman, haven't you? He's such a solitary soul. Rugged, tall, powerfully built.
Still practicing, are we? Don't you have any new material yet, Skiller? You'd likely garner a much bigger audience if you had a few more songs.
Shut up! We have more songs than you can count. You're just not ready for them yet. Nobody is. Perfection takes time, lady.
But perfection is always out of reach. If you keep pursuing it, you'll never get there. You must have a work in progress you could play instead of the same old stuff.
The same old stuff? Did you just hear that, gals? I think she meant to say your greatest hits or your all-time classics, didn't she? You just don't get it, lady. We're here to please. All right, gals.
should help. Closer now. Look for the markers. Good find. The black coat shines. This is my father's realm. Just try and take my blood. All banished for now. Make the sacrifice. Echo, good, it's you.
I wanted to say.
It's really nothing, but, wise fellow with a very keen sense of self-worth once told me. I hope you find someone who loves you like I love myself.
Like I love myself. I love myself. Love myself.
See you next time. Sure.
The possibilities.
Smackers. Show me the way. Nemesis.
Got the blade of the underworld. Won't be needing your help here. Thanks. Come on out.
Race you. Ensnared.
What are you? to you again.
Olympus, I accept this message. For my mother. Got it. Death to Kronos. He's running on pure instinct now.
The grim, resourceful underworld princess somehow soothes the savage beast.
Feel better, Cerberus. Let's go, Phrynos. The old service hall. Here goes. Central control. Just need a moment.
We bid you a warm welcome to the depths of Tartarus.
Onward. It's me.
Cerberus, look who it is.
The triple-headed guardian of hell does not wish to be troubled at this time.
When first we had to fend off Typhon long ago, we dared not think the Titan Lord, whom we had already disposed of, was responsible. Surely not even he in all his arrogance believed that such a monster would bend to his will.
All Kronos probably expected was that the monster would immediately attack Olympus. How could he have awakened such a thing without our family even noticing?
With Nyx herself amongst the Titan Lord's captives, all that transpires deep within the earth cannot be known by anyone. And now, even though both Typhon and the Titan fell to us before, we have never had to face them both at once. Granted, that is all.
You'll be avenged. Stay where you are. Some shade rot. Where does Kronos find these things? Just 2 more chambers. Last one. turn to dust. Greater strength. Nightmare. Olympus, I accept this message. May moonlight guide you. Quick dip.
At last. Now what is that preposterous contraption which you wear? Alas, not even I am able to keep up with you young upstarts in your perplexing fashion trends.
Oh, this is the black coat. I haven't put it on for fashion's sake, although you're right in that you won't be able to keep up.
Such confidence in your abilities, or in the Fate's designs. But you must know, newfangled armaments such as that cannot compare with the classics. I'm calling upon my subjects now. vengeance, not just me. Caught you.
Better.
Learn your place. Accursed child. Goodbye again. Only for now, my girl. Time cannot be stopped.
For my mother. There. Got you, you wretch.
As time cannot be stopped, neither can the quite relentless princess of the underworld. Her cathartic vengeance surely is at hand.
Hey! Return to Shadow now. A good night's rest. Thank you for helping me return, Phrenos.
Out late again, huh? So what's the deal with the horned guy anyway? Saw him and Nemesis chatting like they were an item or something. It was weird.
They're siblings, Dora. The Horned One is Lord Moros, emissary of the Three Fates, our distinguished guest and a valuable ally.
Yeah, looks like we really put him up in style.
To your success.
There's something new here. I learned what happened to the Fates, Lord Moros. Or rather, how Kronos discovered where they were. It was Chaos who led Kronos to them. Chaos, of course, seems to regret this now, and I don't think had any ill intent.
Oh. That is a lot of information to take in. It does make some amount of sense. Kronos having free reign in your father's house, eventually found his way to Chaos, then coaxed this vital information out of them. Then he ambushed the Fates as part of his plans for conquest.
You're taking all this better than I would have. Come to think of it, I've never seen you angry.
You're seeing me right now. It's just, my anger changes nothing, typically. So Chaos now is working to undo some of the damage caused. Kronos removed one thread in the Fates, but created another. Perhaps an unwise trade.
Making a mockery of Chaos seems unwise to me. Hey.
Watching with the eye of night above us all.
I always liked it here, and the shades don't seem to mind.
You are required at your post, Nemesis. Or shall you take to openly defying me just as your sister does? I shudder to think what your mother would say of you two.
You have no right to invoke my mother. None of this would be happening had you fulfilled your role as handmaiden and warned her an attack was imminent.
Best watch your mouth or I shall seal it shut. You may continue dwelling on a past you were not witness to, or you may do what is expected of Nyx's daughters. Or whatever Eris is up to. Your choice.
And you as well, boatman. Shouldn't be too long.
I once was desperate to hear the siren's song. I barely resisted their temptations. Of course, I was merely mortal. Perhaps you're less susceptible to their allure.
Perhaps. At any rate, I failed to see the appeal. Although, it's possible the sirens were better off without Skilla. She seems rather bossy.
She's a menace. Caught half a dozen of my crew like she'd a separate set of teeth for each of the poor lads. We'd little choice but to pray to the gods and sail on. Tell her hello for me.
Did the gods answer your call, at least?
For the most part.
Drink of the earth.
I'll watch that one.
In shadow I serve. Onward, Rocky. The crescent pick achieves a greater form. Grant me the aspect of Circe.
A witch most powerful. The Slayer of Titans returns.
My brother must have been immensely strong, if he could sometimes even take my father when they sparred. Is there some favorite technique of his that you could pass along?
No, there is not. My disciples must each follow their own path. Keep following yours, and mayhaps you too shall become powerful enough to beat your papa up.
Commander, my father is bound in chains in Tartarus.
Then it ought to be easy.
Hey, I remember you. Conceal us, O Knight.